we can probably assume that opt-in rates will be low. I've seen some studies saying that maybe they've asked users and 30% of the users are going to opt in. I don't think that that's probably going to be true based on everything you guys just talked about. So if we assume that the opt-in rates are low, how is this going to actually affect the ecosystem? So let's talk
actually,
about players.
Madha, actually, just to like kind of stop you there, on the opt-in rates, I think we still do not know, right? And we can only guess. So I think what I say is that we should plan for the worst and hope for the best, right? That means we can hope that a lot of people might opt in, but we should plan that, say for example, no one opts in, and then what does the industry look like? But if you see, a lot of people have been looking at, say for example, the GDPR consent cookie approval rate, and that for some good publishers who've customized their messaging quite well, it's been up to like 30-40%, which is something a lot of advertisers now or ad tech companies are taking as an advocacy for IDFA as well, and they're assuming that it might be 30-40%. The other thing we need to note is there is some kind of customizability on the system prompt message that comes on your app, right? So that customization might, how well the app developer or publisher positions that customization, it might actually be good or bad for the publisher, right? They might have higher opt-ins if they have customized it well. And I think over the next few years, there might be best practices that might be put into place, which might increase opt-in percentages as well. So clearly, I think it will be low, but we can't actually go out and say, hey, it's going to be 0% or it's going to be 5%. We will know when it comes, right? Perhaps by Q1 2021, we should have a much clearer idea.
Yeah, and I think extending on it too, we've been talking with Facebook and Google and others about it. The first thing to highlight about these opt-in rates, so I think it's maybe we do see a GDPR like Kabeer mentioned, but it has to happen on both the publisher and the advertiser side to actually make the match and make it somewhat useful. And so can both, maybe Facebook might be able to get that, but some, a smaller gaming app or something like that might not be able to get this, carry the same weight. The other area that people are exploring to potentially try to improve opt-in rates is blocking functionality based off of opting in.
Yeah.
And I've heard internally that Apple is still reviewing whether they're going to actually allow that via the policy or not. They haven't made up their mind. But even so, this might be something that like a Facebook or Snap or somebody might try to block their functionality pending user opt-in. But like that would hit one of their top line public company metrics, which is daily active users. And so if they at all affect that metric, it can dramatically impact their business. And I think they would definitely not do that without testing it very, very carefully. But just the fact that it's got to be sort of bimodal and both sides need to get opt-in, and there's so much uncertainty. I think what you said, Kabeer, is exactly right. Let's plan for the worst and be delighted by the upside.